Welcome, Pisces. This is your weekly Taroscope reading for November the 16th through to the 22nd, 2015. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the cards, let me take a moment to thank you truly for all the support you send me, all the love you send me. Thank you so much. Truly, you guys rock. So, let's get to the cards. Now, we start with the Ten of Wands. We start with the Ten of Wands and we end with the Eight of Swords. So I think you really need to look at what you are holding on to that no longer serves a purpose in your life. It's time to let go. Now, that might come through prayer, it might come through meditation, it might come through conversation, it might come through things appearing in your life this week to make you think about what you were holding on to. Sometimes we don't realize we're holding on to certain things in our life that are actually weighing us down, that are taking away energy, that are keeping us at a low vibration. And it's only through situations sometimes happening in our lives, conversations happening sometimes in our life, that we become aware of these things in our life. So if something happens in your life this week, make sure that you are asking yourself, why am I reacting so strongly to this? Why does it bother me? Why does it concern me? Why does it feel that in some way I am less empowered by those words or that statement or that action? Okay, and that's going to allow you to understand that there are certain things that you can let go of, that you don't need to go further with on your path, that they can be left into yesterday, that they don't have to be the baggage of tomorrow. This could also be that you are overworked, that you are trying to do too much, be all to everybody, okay? Be all to you. So this could actually show you where your obligations or your responsibilities shouldn't be your obligations and responsibilities. That you need to take something off your plate, that you need to, if you're not healthy, if you're not rested, if you're not, then you're going to not feel the bounce in your step. You're not going to feel the extent of the beauty that can surround you this week. So make sure that the obligations and responsibilities, I mean, everybody has responsibilities and obligations, and some of them, yes, are intended solely for our plate and our plate alone. But other things we sometimes pick up because somebody asked us and it was a weak moment and we said yes. And now it's time to kind of clear that plate so that we can stand up strong. We can feel the vitality in our step. We can feel the bounce in our step. So pay very close attention to those conversations you're having, or those situations, or those occurrences that happen in your life that week. And especially if you have a very negative reaction to something, that's the time to truly sit back and say, why does that bother me? What is it that triggered this emotion inside of me? And why does it trigger that emotion? And what emotion do I truly want to go forward? Or what do I truly want them to say? Why do they think that of me? Or why do they think that I would do that? Or why did they think they can ask me to take on this responsibility and this obligation? And why did I say yes to that? And it's time maybe to backtrack a little bit and say, you know what? I thought it over and I can't. It's okay to say no, especially if it doesn't apply to your path forward in any way. Now, some obligations, some responsibilities, yes, we don't realize how much they will change our path forward in a beautiful way. But you'll know that by listening to your intuition, by listening to your gut. If it feels right, then yes. But if it doesn't feel right, then you need to question it this week. We have the King of Wands, so it can be a very optimistic, high-thinking week for you. This could be a week where you decide to further your education, and this could be formal education by the placement where it's at. This could be really wanting to increase your knowledge in one area of your life. Now, it could be increasing your knowledge within a working relationship already, or a love relationship, by having the conversations, by understanding where they're coming from. But I think for the most part, it has to do a lot with your journey forward and the knowledge that you need in order to get to where you want to go. And you have a very optimistic, open-minded approach to what you want to learn and where you want to really dig your teeth into something that's going to give you meaning and knowledge and wisdom going forward. We have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is kind of a twofold card. One of it, the first part of it is you've come to this point in time. You made it. You're alive. So I don't care what the chaos is. I don't care what the emotions were, the sorrow, the tear, the roadblocks, the entire washed out road that you called your path, how you had to backtrack and go around a whole other route, or you were slowed down, or you got into a rut. You made it through. You're here. And it's time to be very grateful for every disruption, every bit of chaos that came in your life, because it grew wisdom, it grew knowledge, so that you are ready for your path forward. Now, the second part of this card is, before you jump back on that horse, before you go riding into your sunrise of tomorrow, you want to ask for protection. So make sure that every day you are saying, please protect me on my path, keep me safe. I ask for mirrors to be placed around me every single morning. I say, of course I want a divine, beautiful white light surrounding me, but then I ask for mirrors to be put around me in a circle facing outwards. And what that does is it repels any kind of evil or negative energy that's coming your way or thrown at you. Okay, it just rebounds and goes back to the person. So you don't really do anything evil to anybody. You don't even know what's coming at you, actually. Sometimes you hear weeks later, did you know what that guy was trying to do, or what they said, or you're not even aware of it, because evil can't stand to see its reflection. So evil must turn away as it gets closer to you. And goodness attracts goodness. So the more goodness that you attract around you, the more goodness that comes. It also stops you from sending out bad thoughts or bad energy towards other people, because that is always rebounded back to you in one way or another. So you don't want that either. So it really keeps you safe. It really empowers you. And when you do that, okay, it's amazing actually how many people, especially in the first couple of months of doing that, how many people just disappear out of your life. That there's no argument, there's no conversation, routines change, your jobs change, your situations change, and they just don't come around anymore. And they were the ones that were bringing your energy down, keeping you at a low vibration, not allowing you to allow your light to shine in all of its fullness, all of its glory, all of its beauty. So try that mirror thing every day. And I think you'll be amazed at week's end, even just the first week of doing that, how your life changes and the people around you either become more supportive, or they kind of get busy doing other things in the world and they're not around you as much or at all. Okay, we have the Eight of Wands. So this is a lot of different opportunities coming in. Now, I think a lot of the opportunities coming in this week is to show you where you are being weighed down, where there is a low energy surrounding you. And it could be in relationships, it could be in responsibilities, it could be, well, you can fill in the blank, because if I start, the list is endless, right? So I think the opportunities that come, it's in order to clear your energy, to give you focus on what truly matters, to enhance your values, to enhance your strengths, to enhance your talents, to not get weighed down or bogged down by things that you are putting your energy on right now, or recently in the past that have been weighing you down, that have been slowing you down in your tracks, that have been making you, it's a burden to take each step forward. And I think the energy is going to come so it can open up your horizons and take some of that weight off your back and allow you to stand up and walk with a vitality on your path. We have the Two of Swords. Okay, so there could be a very strong decision that you have to make this week. It's going to take your courage, and it's got to come from the heart. So follow your intuition. Listen to what your gut says. How does that decision make you feel? And you'll know if it's the right or wrong decision by internally what is happening to you. Are you tensing up? Are you starting to get a headache? Does your back hurt? Is your stomach doing flip-flops? Is there a tightness in your chest? Those are all signs that maybe it's not the right decision forward, and it needs more thought, it needs more investigation, it needs more understanding. And so you have to go out and either research or ask the questions in order to give you the clarity needed to make the right decisions going forward. We have the Eight of Swords, and you know what? Something's going to happen this week that is probably going to really change your perception in one area of your life and give you a whole new way of looking at something, realizing a dream perhaps, realizing the way you need to move forward, realizing what certain people mean in your life or what you mean to them. And when you change your perception, the whole path forward changes, and usually in a very beautiful direction. So give yourself time to think things through. Understand, give it clarity. Understand what is taking away your energy, where you are putting your focus, where it doesn't need to be. And change your perception, the way you view things. It could be through a conversation. A lot of times it is. And you get that aha moment. You get that epiphany. You get that understanding and that clarity so that you can move forward with a grace and a beauty. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.